Hey everybody, we're back and this is Joel and we are doing a video review on Marvel Legends series Venom Space Knight 2-pack with Mania and Venom Space Knight from his Guardians of the Galaxy days. So we got Flash Thompson's character and I'm thinking Mania is Andy Benton based on the character design, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But we've got the box here so you can see we've got our product shots, we got some comic book art. In the back, we got the Venom Space Knight with the O having the Guardians of the Galaxy symbol on there. Not too bad. And we've got, of course, our Marvel Legends logo, character names. We have the Venom symbiote symbol on the side there. We go to the side here, and we've got both Mania and Venom on one side. On the back, we've got our product shots. So Venom's going to come with a couple of extra accessories. It's going to come with another head. And he's going to come with another piece to fit on his forearm, much like on here. And Mania doesn't come with anything extra. So, you know, that's kind of sad. And then on this side, we have the product shot for the two characters. All right, that's the box. Let's get them out. Let's take a look. Okay, so we've got them out. I'm going to go ahead and start with Venom here. And this is the Flash Thompson Venom, Agent Venom. Go ahead and get him off the stand there. And he was a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, this figure, since it's based on it, he was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was assigned by the Avengers to go out and be the team liaison. So you've got automatically your blue Guardians of the Galaxy flames, Ravager flames, or whatever you want to call them, right there on his shoulders. We do have, it's a figure that's really all black with a lot of white, obviously, because Venom. I mean, there's no ands or buts on that. But we have some interesting paint apps as well. It's hard to see. Let's see if I can bring up his eyes real quick. I can get that. You might be able to see it better on the other head. His eyes are in a gold. It's like or more like a metallic yellow. So I don't know if it's going to show up quite as well. But that's an interesting touch. All the white is just stark white. The Venom symbol on his chest is actually molded, so that's cool. You're going to see some metallic, or not metallic, like plate pieces for armor, especially along the mouth here, and the neck is actually pretty ribbed in there. Armor pieces or plate pieces on his forearm, shoulders, and it kind of comes down to his feet. But it gives you a pretty good look. We've got the back here, again, the other side of that Venom symbol. So that's cool. As far as articulation goes, for his head movement, you get about that far up, and you're going to go about that far down. And you're going to get about a full 360. A little bit of side to side there. On the shoulders, full 360. Arms come out to yay far on either side. We do have a bicep swivel. And we have single jointed elbow. Single jointed elbow. Kind of clicks. There we go. And you get about that far on it. Wrist turn. Got horizontal bend on one side. And horizontal bend on the other. A little bit of white here, and again, this is all molded and then painted white. White hands. For his chest, you do have the torso bend, so he's going to go about that far back, but he's going to go about that far forward, as you can see. So you get a little bit of a crunch. You can see it affects the spider there. We do have a waist turn, full 360. The hips come out yay far. They don't go back any more than about that. And they come up this far for the legs. We do have the thigh turn. And we do have pinned double jointed knees. So you're going to get about that as far as the knees go. And then we have the ankle, which you can get a little bit of left and right there. Ankle does come down about that far. the other, so I'll use the other ankle, it goes up about that far. So you have your standard articulation for a Marvel character. He's a big guy, you know, he's still pretty beefy. And that kind of covers all of his articulation and everything on the figure itself. Now, as far as his accessories go, we do have the extra head here. Go ahead and bring that up. Now, his teeth actually are like a pearl white or like a pearl metallic paint, and his gum line is actually more like a purple metallic. And then, of course, you have that metallic yellow for the eyes again. Maybe that's a better way to look at those eyes, is like this. And we have the white paint on his face. You have that plate armor stuff that we were looking at on the other figure, with a little chin mold there. So looks pretty good. All in all, comes on a ball joint. So take the head, pop it off. There we go. Alright, so we put the new head on here. I wasn't sure I was going to like this head, just based on the box. And I think it's kind of growing on me. So you still get the full 360 movement, because it's the ball joint. And you still get to look all the way down on him. Just like so. Now, in addition to the extra head, you do get 2 extra symbiote kind of goo pieces. So that's 1 forearm piece. It's going to fit on right here. There's the clasp for it. And then we have this piece right here. All just kind of that almost matte black. And it just snaps, well, it doesn't even snap on. It just kind of fits on right there to his hands. So you can see it's right there. And then the other one does the same thing. Well, let's get his hands right. There we go. So, yep. And it looks pretty cool. A little heavy for him, so he's going to lean forward with it. So you got to find a nice balancing point. But not too bad. He looks good. And those are the accessories that he comes with. So we'll take those off. Now, as far as comparison goes, I think the best thing I was going to do, for the sake of size, was bring in Grey Hulk. So as you'll see, he's not anywhere near the size of Grey Hulk. But he is just a little shorter. So I mean, Hulk's easily got probably a full inch on top. More than Venom. And he's probably wider by a full inch or 2, inch and a half to 2 inches than Venom here. But that kind of gives you an idea. If we bring in our Renew Your Vows Spider-Man here, so we bring him in as a side comparison, you'll see Venom definitely is about an inch taller. Much beefier. And there you go, there's your side comparison. So, not bad. That gives you an idea. So that's Flash Thompson as Venom. Let's take a look at Mania. Okay, so now we've got Mania out here. And I gotta tell you, I already love this figure. This is actually really nice looking. Black and white concept again. Belt with spikes, a couple bracelets with spikes. She has molded spikes on the forearm, which make it a little difficult to kind of move the joints. If you're not careful, you'll poke yourself pretty good. She's got some spikes on her knee pads and shin. Those are done with a metallic purple paint, and then it just kind of bleeds over back into the black, and the same thing with her forearm. So as far as like extra paint apps go, other than the black and white, you do have a little bit of that purple. We do have white for the eyes. We have our Venom symbol here, which I think has extra long teeth, which actually looks really cool. And we've got the Venom symbol on the back here. So as far as articulation goes, we do have a full 360 on the head. We do have the 3 points here, and then a little bit of a kind of hair that goes on the side, if you want to call it hair. For the head, we can look completely down. So we can look completely down. and we can look up really pretty good. We do have a little bit of chest, upper torso articulation. Not much to go forward on, but you can go back some. So that's pretty cool. For the arms, they do come this far up, and you do get a full 360. The elbow joints are double jointed, pinless, so you're going to get pretty good extension there. We do have a bicep swivel, full 360. And there's a little soft plastic goods for the spiky armband. And then, of course, the hand's going to spin 360. And we do have horizontal bend. And I think we have horizontal bend on the other one over here, too. Yeah, so we got horizontal bend on that one, too. Now, no waist articulation, which I think is a missed point on this, I'll be honest, because, again, we saw the 60th anniversary for Black Widow, and she had that bend right here, and I think if you're going to do something with anything Spider-Man related, especially the female characters, you need that lower waist bend. But, that being said, yeah, she can't turn left or right at the waist. Her hips do come up about that far. They don't go back that much, probably like about that far. And the legs come all the way up this way. We do have our thigh turn. So you've got that there. It goes full 360. We have pinless double jointed knees. So you can see there's the knees there. It's a good amount of bend. And then we've got her boots, which go all the way down, all the way up. And we got a little bit of that left and right action going on. So, and they are pretty decent boots for a symbiote. I mean, they look like proper shit kickers. So, there you go. We got a little bit of tread put into them, or molded into them. Not bad. So I like it. Actually like this articulation on this figure, and I like the fact that she's so sleek looking. We can do left and right on the upper torso, by the way, just in case anyone was curious. So she looks good. She stands really well. I like that a lot. No accessories other than the ones that actually come on her already. But I don't think, considering it's really hurting the character, maybe this is a horrible thing for me to say. Maybe she could have benefited from extra hands. I know I always kind of shit on the fact that characters that come with just one pair of hands or an extra pair of hands doesn't seem like it's worth the price. But in this case, it might have helped this figure. I don't know. And of course, that little waist bend. That being said, let's do some comparison here real quick. I'm going to bring in Spinneret. Bring her in here real quick. Stand her next to Mania. And it already looks like, even with the spike here, Mary Jane's going to stand a little taller. So that spike doesn't really add, but I like the fact that she is a little shorter. I think that just adds character. And we look at the side here. So again, with that spike, maybe the spike will reach to about the same height, I don't know. But I think Mary Jane is taller. It looks like they kind of share that same mold, although this is much thinner and more petite than Mary Jane's. So that's your comparison for the two. Go ahead and get her out. Okay, and that's my review of Space Knight Venom and Mania. I gotta say, Mania probably takes the cake as far as this set goes. She's the star of the show. Absolutely love this figure. Between the two, but that Flash Thompson Venom isn't that bad. I wish it was more Agent Venom style instead of this, but I get that they're trying to change him up because he's out in space with the Guardians. So I give that a pass. Definitely decent, but Mania is my absolute winner. Mania would go in probably my top 10 as far as figures go. So we'll have to see at the end of the year. But all in all, I think this is actually pretty cool. If you've noticed that we haven't been doing a lot of videos lately, there's just been a lot going on, and we're finally back. We've got a new little setup, and it's permanent. So come on back, check out the next set of videos that we have coming out. We'll be doing them more frequently now, finally. And we want to thank you for your time and joining us. You guys have a wonderful day.